Good morning, students. How are you all? I am again Seva Anjum, your computer teacher. Today, in this video, we are going to continue our first chapter, that is your computer hardware as well as your software. See, students, on the left hand side, this is the cover book of your Let's Click by Friends publication. This is the book we are going to use over here. Okay, on the right hand side, we are having the first page of our book that shows your first chapter, and we have already learned some of the topics of the same. So, in the previous video, we have already learned some of the topics regarding your chapter number 1, that is computer hardware as well as software. Yes, we have learned about this introductory part. What is a computer? Something regarding your hardwares. These consist of basically four parts: your input devices, output devices, processing, as well as your storage devices. As the name suggests, input devices are used to take input from your outside world. You are going to give some kind of input to the computer, and those hardware devices which takes input comes under your this category, input devices. Again, we have learned some of the our input devices, such as your scanner, we have learned MICR, digital camera, drawing tablet, touch screen, webcam. Yes, regarding your output devices also we have seen printers. Now three categories of printers we have seen, that is your dot matrix printer, inkjet printer, as well as laser printer. See, students, over here in this section, this is very important. As I told you in the previous video also, that these might come in your one word answer. So please remind it that these will be coming in your fill in the blanks or from 1 mark question, that how is the speed of dot matrix printer be measured. Like this question you might be getting. Okay, so from these three sections you might get one question. Now again, furthermore, we have studied about the plotter, that is also one kind of your output device. Third one, LCD projector we have seen. Regarding your processing devices also. So let us do this very quick revision. So over here we have seen what we are having, some input devices through which we are going to give your input, and we are learned about your output devices through which we are going to get our result. And there is something in the middle portion, that is your basically what. So CPU stands for Central Processing Unit. Yes, as you know, it is a very basic thing. It consists of several parts. Likewise, control unit, it consists of arithmetic logic unit and primary memory. In the previous video also we have learned control unit basically controls all the operations, that which statement is going to execute first. Yes, now this arithmetic logic unit is going to perform some arithmetic as well as your logical operation. Likewise, addition, you can see, minus, multiply, and so on. These kind of operations will be performed by this arithmetic logical unit. And then the memory, this primary memory, will be storing the results. Yes, likewise, let us assume that you have given an expression 5 plus 3, then this addition will be performed by this arithmetic logic unit, and the result, that is 8, it will be stored in your primary memory for a certain time being. Okay, now again we have seen what some of the storage devices we have seen. We have seen what are the primary memories as well as your secondary memories, and most importantly in this section we have learned about what does this non-volatile as well as your volatile memory means. Yes, so please, those topics I have told you in the previous lecture, please you go through it once more. In case you have any doubt, you can let me know. Now in this video we are going to continue with our softwares. So today let us start our class with this term, software. Now see, students, what basically is a software. Let us try to learn this thing in a very basic concept. So software is basically a collection of, you can say, an instructions. Okay, it is a collection of instructions that enables you to interact with a computer. It means, likewise, you are having a keyboard over here. Yes, and you want to type something and you want to create a document over there. But if you are not having Microsoft Word or WordPad or any notepad, then how you are going to write it down over there? Yes, how you are going to type it over there, or you can say if in case you want to type this enter key. Yes, you want to type this enter key, but this enter key is not reflecting over there, then what is the use of this overall thing? This is certainly a box then, na? So basically you can say that software is basically a collection of instructions, some of the codes that has been written in some kind of language. Okay, that language is basically not important to us, but yes, some set of collections, some collection of instructions we are having, and that enables you to interact with a computer. Okay, that is basically your software. Now over here, see, software refers to a set of programs that control the computer hardware to make them operate. Yes, so that your hardwares may work properly. That is why we are needing this software over there. Now see, softwares are basically classified into two categories. Those are your system software as well as your application software. Now over here, let us understand these also. See, the first one contains the word system. Yes, and the second one contains the term application. So, system is basically your overall computer. It means it will be reflecting your overall computer. But regarding this application, it means some of the basic functionality it is holding out. Okay, likewise, system software you can say as an operating system. Okay, operating system you can see that operates the overall functionality of your computer. Likewise, you are having Windows, yes, Window versions you are having, some Android versions also you are having. So those are some examples of your operating system that takes the control of your overall system, overall computer, or overall your mobile phone. But regarding your application software, it means it is a some kind of instruction that is specialized in a particular way. Likewise, you can see if you want to create a document, then for such kind of purpose we are having this Microsoft Word. And if you want to create a spreadsheet, then for that kind of purpose we are having what? MS Office Excel 2007. Over here you can see the picture. Yes, so basically these are certain softwares that are specialized in a particular task. But regarding your system software, these are not specialized one. See, system software basically reflects the overall system at once, but this application software are some set of instructions. Yes, some set of small instructions that are specialized in a particular way. Okay, now see the definition. System software. This type of software performs basic functions that are important to operate a computer system. The operating system is an example of computer system software. Windows is the most commonly used operating system. Okay, now see the second one, application software. This consists of set of programs that are used to specialized tasks including payroll, inventory, spreadsheet, desktop publishing, etc. Okay, now moving forward, see, now we are going to see over here how this hardware as well as your softwares are interrelated with each other. Now it has been written that hardware is a component of a computer system that can be seen and touched. Very basic definition of your hardware. Software is a set of programs containing instructions and commands that are used to operate the hardware component. Yes, now see, the relationship is very clear. You are having this hardware. Yes, you are having this hardware, and again you are having this as a software. Okay, now for proper functionality of both the hardware as well as software, these two are interlinked together with the help of what? With the help of your operating system. Okay, likewise, you want to type something from your hardware device. Likewise, you want to type something from your keyboard, and you want your software to reflect the same for you. Or you can say that you are having a certain software for the same, and you want to do printing over this printer. Now you certainly gives what? You certainly gives a command from your computer, and it reflects directly to your printer. Now this link is basically provided by the softwares for the same. Okay, now see, there is again a contradiction that how these softwares as well as these hardwares are interlinked again with a kind of software. So over there in the upper portion we have studied about two kinds of softwares now. So basically when we talk about this middle portion, operating system, these are your system softwares, and these are acting as a middle part. Okay, these are acting as a middle part which lets you to interact with hardwares as well as your softwares. Now understand the term. Okay, basically in the between you are having your system software, and on the left hand side let us assume you are having the hardwares, and on the right hand side let us assume you are having these softwares. Now how these two are being interlinked with each other is because of this operating system, or you can say your system software. Okay, now this is how these hardwares as well as these softwares are interrelated with each other. Now coming towards the next topic, that is basically your data system. See, in a computer database, basically if we are talking about database, anyhow we are talking about your storage thing. Okay, that how the data is being stored in the computer or on the cloud or on the server, that how your data is going to be stored. That is what your database means. Furthermore, we are having the definition for the same also. But now before that, let us understand some basic terminologies regarding your data system, that is what your bit as well as your byte. Now see, since your childhood what you were learning, that your computer is basically a machine, and that machine understands only the language of your zeros as well as your ones. Yes, either you can say or, off, or on. Yes, only these two terminologies your computer understands. Okay, now if we talk about this bit over there, then this is the shortest form of your binary digit. It means either 0 or 1. Yes, this is basically your bit. But truly, or you can say practically, we are not going to use this bit when you are doing something or when you are giving any instruction to the computer. We are not going to use this bit over there. Instead, this bit are being collected together over. Okay, these bits are collected together and they form a byte. Now this byte is basically used over in your computer system. Okay, now see the definition of this byte. 8 bit together forms a byte. Now the collection of your 8 bits forms what? 1 byte. Okay, 8 bits equals to your 1 byte. A byte of data is stored using some bits in a predefined combination called bit patterns. Bit patterns basically what we mean by this? It means that you are having some kind of patterns regarding your 1010, 1111. Now see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Yes, overall 8 sequences we are having. Now these kind of patterns are combined together, and they forms what? They forms a single byte. Likewise, you can say in alphabets you are having what? A to Z alphabetical characters. Yes, so basically byte means what? A single character of your English alphabet. Likewise, you are having a single A means a single byte. Okay, or you can say 0. 0 is again what? It is a digit. Yes, it is a digit, but in this byte format it is going to be used using a certain bit patterns. Okay, it is a digit. Now again it is being used as basically a character over there. So basically the thing is to understand over here is that 8 bits together form a byte, and there is certain bit patterns. Okay, there is certain bit patterns on which some bits are preoccupied, that their positions are fixed over there and they forms a pattern, and that pattern gives certain meaning to your computer, and that is how your computer is going to understand that what you are saying over there. Okay, ASCII is one of such bit patterns. ASCII is basically a certain code individual for every character over there what we are speaking out. Okay, now see over here we are having this expanded form of this ASCII. It is also very important. Please make a note over there that ASCII stands for what? American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Now, see students over there, you are not supposed to write these full forms in your notebook, but instead you please take a pencil and mark these things in your book only, so that when you open your book for reading kind of purpose, you may get the knowledge of these things. Okay, these are very important for your knowledge as well as for your exams kind of purpose also. Now see the third terminology that we are going to study over here is basically your field. A field refers to a collection of bytes. Now see, initially we are having what? A bit. Yes, then a collection of 8 bits we are having what? Bytes. Now collection of certain bytes that basically stores some information comes under your field. Okay, likewise, for example, name of a bank, its address, client list, etc. Now see, if I told you to write down a list, to make a list and store 5 of your friends' name. Okay, then at the first position, you might be writing out your best friend's name. Let us assume ABC is your best friend. Now, over there, let us suppose you have written EF over there. Now, see, students, over there, if you see this thing, only this thing, if you see it out, this is basically your field. Okay, it is a collection of your bytes. Okay, depends on you that how much byte you are using for a field. There is no limitation for that, but certain collections of byte we are having. Okay, and that gives you the information regarding anything. Either you can store your friend's name, or you can store your subject's name or some school's name, etc. But only this single thing, if we talk about this single thing, that is basically what? Your field. Now, again, see the next definition, that is your record. Now, see, a record is an account of something that can be used in the future. Yes, that you can use in the future. Such kind of thing is basically what? It is a record. For example, name of friend, their address, their phone numbers, etc. Now, for understanding this record kind of purpose, let us assume when you are saving any mobile phone number, yes, any contact number, if you are going to save in your mobile, then some fields it is going to ask you over there. Yes, such kind of interface you might be getting. Over there, you are having a display picture. Over here you are having a name, then certain fields also, and over here you are having what? A number. Now see, if we talk about these certain things, your name, your picture, as well as your mobile phone number, then basically individually they are what? Fields. But if we see them combinedly, yes, if we see them combinedly, they are giving you then an information about a single thing. More than one information they are giving you about a single person. Yes, the photo of a one person, the name of a person, the mobile number of a person, or you can add certain details also over there. So combinedly they all makes what? They all makes a record that you can use for your future purpose. Okay, now understand the third last second one, that is your file. See, a file is a collection of records. For example, a collection of all records of students applying for a particular course, etc. Yes, basically when you are maintaining a file, this is basically what? These are basically your records. Okay, likewise, let us assume that you are having your copy. Yes, in that copy, let us assume you have written the exercise portion of chapter number 1, chapter number 2, as well as chapter number 3. Yes, now basically there is a collection of records that you are holding in your notebook. Okay, and this basically contains the terms what? File. Okay, now coming towards the main definition, that is basically your database. Okay, database refers to the collection of all files in an organization. Okay, collection of all the files, if you talk about, then they basically refers to your database. In very simple term, if you understand this, see, firstly we have learned what? Firstly we have learned bit, then we have learned bytes. Yes, then we have learned your record. Okay, then we have learned sorry, in between we have learned our field, then record, then file we have learned, and now the collection of these files are basically known as your database. In your day-to-day practical life, if you understand that, uh, you are learning about certain subjects over there, na? Likewise you are learning about computer, you are learning at the same time mathematics, at the same time you are learning Hindi, and in your school bag you carry all those copies as well as books with you. Okay, now the collection of all the files basically is what? Database. Now this is basically a database for you. Okay, now see, I'm giving you an example of these things. Basically when you talk about this computer terminologies, these examples are not valid over there. Okay, these examples are only so that you can understand these things in a better way. Okay, for holding such kind of database, you might be having certain softwares over there in your system. Likewise, you are having a folder. Yes, likewise, you are having a folder in which you are making some certain files. Likewise, let us assume you have named a folder as ABC, and in ABC, you have kept what? Certain files over there. Okay, that is basically what a database means. Getting the point? So, example over here you can also see the files of clients, staff of a bank makes a bank's database. Okay, now if information is regarding your bank, then it becomes your bank database. If the information is regarding your railway, then it becomes your railway database, and so on. Okay, so these basically are some kind of terminologies that are interlinked with each other. Okay, now please go through it by yourself. Now the last topic that we are going to study over here is basically your troubleshooting tips. Now understand basically what does this troubleshooting means. We know about the working of a computer. There are times when our system does not work well or does not work at all. Detecting the problem and solving it to make a computer system work properly is called troubleshooting. Sometimes it may happen, yes. Sometimes when you move to the laboratory, when you move to your school laboratory, then also it happens that sometimes your system is not working properly, or sometimes your keyboard is not working, or sometimes you're trying to press certain key and it is not reflecting back on your computer. Yes, certain things might happen, na? So such kind of things, and when you detect the problem and try to solve such problems, then this process is known as basically what you are troubleshooting. Okay, now see over here we are having a chart. In this chart we are having some common problems and some common solutions that we are having. You must know these solutions so that you can operate properly on a computer system. See these problems one by one. The first one, computer is not turning on. Okay, in case you are trying to turn on your computer and it is not turning on, then see the solution. Check all the power supply plug, keep the monitor switched on. It might happen that you are having a small uh, button on your monitor. Na? It might happen that it is off, then you please try to turn that switch on. Or it might happen that the power supply is not proper. Okay, or it might happen that the plugs are not properly inserted. So such kind of solution you might look for if such kind of problem you encounter. Okay, now see the second one, mouse or keyboard is not functioning. Then what you can do, you can check to ensure that mouse or keyboard connections are properly done. Check if the keyboard has got stuck. It means, see, keyboard as well as your mouse are basically what your hardware devices, and you need to connect those devices with your computer. Certain plugs are being provided in your computer on which you need to connect these keyboard. So sometime it might happen that the wire is being broken down from the middle. Okay, or it might happen that the keyboard is not properly plugged in. So such kind of things might happen, so that your mouse or keyboard sometimes may not work properly. So these are the kind of solution that you can look for. Now the third one, see, keyboard is typing in capital letters only. In case um, you are typing something on the keyboard and every time you are getting what, a capital letter you are getting. So check if the shift key had got stuck or the cap lock key is on. Firstly you check whether your caps lock key is on or off. Okay, it might happen that you accidentally pressed that cap lock key, so that you will be getting everything in capital letters. Or it might happen that sometimes you have pressed this shift key and it has got stuck over there. So these two solutions you have to look for. Now the last one, computer is not responding. In case you are doing something on the computer, you are typing something or you are trying to drag and drop with the help of your mouse and your computer is not responding, then what are the proper solution for the same? See over here on the right hand side, close all the open applications, press Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete key. Okay, all the open applications you need to close off. Then choose Start Task Manager from the options that appear. When you press this Ctrl plus Alt plus Delete key, then certain you might be getting a certain window pop up. Yes, and the title is what? Start Task Manager. Click and select Not Responding under Application. Okay, some kind of applications you might be getting over there, and with the name of that application not responding is being written. Okay, now click on End Task button to solve the problems. Okay, now see over there, such kind of thing you might be getting. Okay, when you press this Control plus Alt plus Delete key, it is basically what? Your Start Task Manager. In this, certain applications are being named over there. Okay, now over here is basically your status, that whether they are running or whether they are got stuck or something like that. Now if you are getting some kind of thing like not responding in these two, then again you will be getting this kind of button at the right hand side that says end task. Okay, those applications that has got stuck or that has not responding to you, you just press this button end task, so that these are being deleted from your proper task manager, so that your computer will work properly then afterwards. Okay, you basically try this thing at your home if you are having a system, or when you go to this laboratory, you just try this thing on your own. You just press control plus alt plus delete, and then you can see there's a start task manager over there also. Okay, so basically this was all everything about this chapter. Now let us discuss our exercise portion. See students, regarding your exercise portion, you need to do everything in the copy as you might be doing in the previous classes also. Regarding your fill-ups, one word, you need not write these things in your copy, only the question answers you might be writing out. Okay, these things you might be writing in your copy, and no need to write down these words to remember also. These are only for your books. No need to pay some, no need to you can say kill your time within these things. Instead, you please open your book and learn the chapter and try to understand the concept. Okay, or and basically regarding these questions and answers, you have to write them in your copy. Okay, whenever I'm giving you these questions and answer, then please take your book, please take a pencil as well as your pen, whatever you might be getting, and please try to note these questions with yourselves. Okay, now understand these things, read the question answer. In case you are feeling any difficulty, every time you can get me know with the same. Okay, so now let us start with your question and answer portion. So students, let us continue with your exercise portion. See, on the left hand side you are having your exercise, and on the right hand side we are having your PDF version of your book basically. Okay, so see, assessment number A, your first one, oral questions we are having. Now question number 1, see over here, what is a scanner? Give some examples. Now please take out any pencil and mark these answers. For question number 1, oral question number 1, please turn on your page number 5. See over here, we are having this one. Scanner is used to scan photos, posters, text, magazine, etc. and feed them directly into the computer. Yes, till the computer you have to write down for the first part, and for give some examples you have to write down this thing: flatbed scanner as well as your handheld scanner. Only the names you need to mention. Okay, firstly these two lines, and then afterwards only these two names you have to mention for the first question. Now please make a note that every section, these videos are basically for every section, so all of the three sections have to do the same question and answers as I'm telling you. Okay, now see the second one, second oral question: what is drawing tablet? Okay, now turn on your page number 6, see on the right hand side over here. See, we are having the fourth point, drawing tablet. Drawing tablet is an input device which has a board and a special pen to write over it and is connected to a computer. 3 lines you have to write down in this answer. Okay, now quickly moving towards your second part, that is your quiz. What is the full form of ASCII? Okay, turn on your page number 10. See at the right hand side. On page number 10, you are having this thing. Do you know point? Now over here you mark it down. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Exchange. Only this thing you have to write down. Now for the second question, give 2 examples of plotter. Okay, give 2 examples of plotter. Now coming back to your plotter portion. See, we are having 3 examples over here: drum plotter, flatbed plotter and inkjet plotter. Any 2 you can write down. Okay, any 2 of the plotters you write it down from these 3. Now coming towards your third part, that is your fill in the blank portion. Yes, now see it. The first one, storage device of a computer is called computer memory storage. First one is your storage. Now the second one, which memory consists of your RAM and ROM, that is your primary memory. Primary memory basically consists of your RAM as well as your ROM, and the secondary memory consists of what? Your floppy disk and pen drives and CD drives and all those things. Okay, now see the third one. Secondary memory is a non-volatile memory. Yes, we have seen over there also. See, we have seen when we were learning these things. Okay, secondary memory is permanent and so is called non-volatile. Now for the fourth fill in the blank, data is stored in bits and bytes in a computer database. The fourth answer is what? Your database. Now moving forward with your assessment number B, see the first one, multiple choice question. A dash stores pictures in a digital camera. That is your memory card. Okay, a memory card stores picture in a digital camera. The answer is B part, memory card. Now the second question, that is over here. Speed of inkjet printer is measured in what? In lines per minute. C option you are having LPM, that is your lines per minute. This one. For the third answer, dash plotter is used to design cars, ships, airplanes, etc. The answer is your flatbed plotter. The fourth one, the CPU of a computer consists of basically what? 3 units. Okay, 3 units it consists of. Now coming towards with your very short answers question. Now see, name any two types of computer memory. Firstly, you have to write down from the question. The two types of computer memory are, you have to write down the two types of computer memory are, the answer is what? Primary memory as well as your secondary memory. Primary memory and your secondary memory, you can see over there also. Okay, now moving forward with the second question, how many bits make a byte? So basically you have to write down 8 bits, 8 bits together, 8 bits together makes a byte. Only this much you have to write down. Now for the third part, short answer questions. Now see the first one. What are the 3 units of CPU? Now turn on your page number 8 over here. Yes, on the right hand side you can see. See, you have to write down from here. It consists of 3 units, or better to write down, CPU consists of 3 units. The first one, arithmetic logic unit, the second one, control unit, the third one, memory unit. Only you have to mention the name control unit with its expanded form, that is control unit, MU, and after that memory unit. Only these much the names you have to mention. Okay, now see the second point. Name two input devices and two output devices. Only you have to name any two input devices as well as any two output devices. So you are having a bundles of input devices over there. You write down any two. Better to write down this one. See the second one, MICR, with the expanded form. Magnetic ink character recognition you write down, as well as digital camera you write down for input devices. Okay, so you will be writing out like this. The two input devices are, first one MICR, and then this magnetic ink character recognition, and then afterwards second point, digital camera. Only the names you have to mention. And then afterwards in the next line write down the two output devices are. Now from here you can write down any two output devices. You can write down these ones. First one, write down printers, and then afterwards write down this plotter. Only the names you have to mention. Okay, now moving forward with your long answer, see the first one. Write a note on input and output devices of a computer system with suitable example. Okay, now turn on your page number 5 over here. Okay, so you have to mark down from the first line, that is, your input devices helps us to enter data into a computer. As we all know, keyboard and mouse are the two most common input devices. Some of the other input devices are only the names you will be mentioning. Okay, the first one scanner, second one MICR, then digital camera, then afterwards these drawing tablet, touch screen, webcam. Only the names you will be mentioned. Okay, now continue your answer with this one. Output devices helps us to access the desired output and information. Yes, then write down examples. Then first one printers, write down. Then afterwards write down this one. Second one plotter. Third one LCD projector over there. So only the names you will be mentioning. Okay, this much you will be writing for your question number 1, fourth part. Okay, this one. First one. Now second question, what is CPU? Mention its unit and explain their functions. So firstly you have to move to page number 8 from here. Okay, you have to start from the very starting, the CPU, also called the central processing unit, and continue writing everything with this last till the last one as per the instructions from the control unit. Everything you have to write down in this answer. Okay, now see the third one. What are the two types of softwares of a computer system? Now move towards your page number 9 over here. Okay, you have to write down from this one. Software is classified into two categories. Okay, the first one, system software. This type of software performs the basic functions that are important to operate a computer system. Till computer system you will be writing, and then afterwards you will be writing example operating system. Okay, now you will be continuing your answer with this one. The application software, this consists of set of programs that are used to do specialized task. Till task you will be writing out, and then example MS Word, MS Excel, etc. Okay, so this much you will be writing for this answer. Now see the fourth question. Write a short note on the data system of a computer. Again on the same page, page number 9. See, firstly you will be writing from here. In a computer database, the data is stored in the form of bits and bytes. Now continue your answer. Write down the heading bit and then start from here. A bit is a short form of binary digit till on or off. Okay, regarding your byte, you have to write down only this much. 8 bit together form a byte. Only this much you have to write down. For the field, you will be writing a field refers to a collection of bytes that includes information about a thing. Till a thing you will be writing. Regarding your record, from the starting, you will be writing till future. Okay, now for the file, you will be writing file is a collection of records. Only this much till records. And for the database, you will be writing a database refers to the collection of all files in an organization. Till organization. Okay. Okay, this much you will be writing in your fourth answer. Now the last answer, that is your fifth one. Write down any three problems that you could face while working on a computer system and write down their solutions also. Turn on your page number 11. Over here we are having a chart of troubleshooting tips. Okay, we are having four problems, so you can write down this one, first, second and third, along with their solutions. Okay, so this much you will be writing out. First three points, first three problems along with their solution for this last answer. Okay, so this is all for this chapter. Basically, you complete your work in your copy on time and try to read out this whole chapter from the middle portion. Okay, so In the next video, we will be starting your unit number 2, and till then, I assume that you will be completing your unit number 1 in your copy as well as in your book, and try to learn it by heart also. Students, please try to take this thing very seriously. You have to study at home, and please continue doing the same as you were doing it now. Okay, so all the very best, and stay at home, stay healthy. Okay, thank you so much.